Okay, well, we just finished the first 2 episodes of Chronicles of Legend. It was really intense. We hope you enjoyed it because there were some epic, phenomenal, stellar, unbelievable roleplay, and I just melted on the inside.
I'm sweating.
So, okay, well then.
I'm just exhausted.
I'm emotionally exhausted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, watching everybody else's stories was emotionally exhausting for me.
Are you serious? Okay.
Fantastic. Underlying all this, I can't say
if
enough.
you liked what you
Fantastic.
saw in the first 2 episodes,
Yeah.
please leave a comment down below, subscribe, ring that notification bell, but most importantly,
Smite that like button.
Ow.
And this is going to be... we lost the scales. All right, so this is going to be
Shattering.
a bit of a talk back. We're going to review the first couple episodes with our amazing crew here who lived through it and fought through it.
Broken.
Yeah. Okay, so
My hair up.
Chronicles of Legends, going up to this, we also have Delve Quotations of Chaos on this channel, which is a very fun romp, and we wanted something a little bit different to that, to have a couple, styles of shows here at Green and Garb. I decided to go with something legendary but tragic. So my idea here was to do a bit of a tragic hero story to start for everybody, because everybody was on their high horses, doing great, killing dragons, so strong, overpowered. This guy was a dragon, for God's sake. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, no. All right, let's knock these heroes down a notch. So I wanted to start where the heroes will start. They're here. They go to the bottom as a tragic tale, right? And they eventually, hopefully, climb back up. So, but I think despite the tragedy, I think there was some legendary aspects, as in look how much stronger in some other ways you've become, right? Yes. And we'll go through that.
Don't mind us disrobing.
So we started, yeah. So the Second Dragonfall War is starting. It's already started. They were fighting, and we opened with
Us too.
you two. Okay, tell me about your experience with Tiamat and everything like that.
Years, my God, I was sobbing right away.
Well, what I guess I had told our DM from the beginning was this idea that I really wanted Amalia to give birth on the battlefield.
Yes.
I thought that was very epic and legendary.
The best place.
It was the best place.
I honored that.
Yes.
And also, you wanted to do a bit of a change of wardrobe, right?
Yes. So here at Green and Garb, we do full, as you can see, as everyone's taking off their armor.
And it's heavy. It's for
It's
real.
heavy armor, and it's hot. And it's hot.
Yeah.
But we love it. And that's what we do.
Oh, the immersion.
It is so awesome and epic. But the plate mail, the plate mail that I wore in season 1 of Chronicles of Frostfire, although epic, was so heavy. It was killing my shoulders. And I was like, no, it's so cool. I'll power through. But then for this season, I was like, I can't sit. Because it wasn't plastic or latex armor that we found. It's what I'm going to have, what we have updated, right? That has big padding. The one I had was plate mail, was heavy with no padding.
This guy over
what
Also, some of us are fully upgraded. We were going to originally shoot our intro tonight or tomorrow, but we're still waiting on a few key pieces that are stuck in customs jail.
You'll see it in an episode.
So, yeah.
And you'll see it in the intro as well.
So all this to say, I had brought up to our DM that I was like, how can I still be a cleric but not wear heavy armor?
Yeah, so we decided...
and so then we decided to, based on already being us an Asmar, so how do what's the lineage of that is celestial? So that, and that's not really spoilers really, but in terms of...
Well, so this will be after episode.
Yeah, after 2. So it's the idea of, well, if I was actually a celestial, then I wouldn't have to wear this armor. And then anyways, and then the rest of it,
yeah,
he ran with. So I didn't know.
Emotionally.
I didn't know that me being maybe I could be an angel man, I would die, and then
That's what happened.
Be reborn as an
Exactly. So yeah, so that's how we got to that. But the rest, besides wanting to give birth on the battlefield, that's kind of all I gave you in terms of how I wanted this season to start. So I think it was hard because we just finished Prophecy of Shadows that I spent so much time playing Willa to then have one moment with the baby, and we'd been building up to the birth of this baby the whole time. And then you literally ripped her out of my cold, dead hands.
I sure did. It was Tiamat, just FYI. Okay, yeah. So, does that give you like some drive or impetus to take down Tiamat?
Yeah, I mean, I think we...
No, I think she's great. We should just
I mean, we
join
had
her.
it before, I think, truly,
mean-
but I think now it feels more personal. Versus
Yeah.
before it was the idea of like we do good because that's what it is and it's the end of the universe. So
Now
like,
it's Mother's Wrath.
Right now it's more specific.
And you two, I mean, just gut wrenching, like wow. Yeah, amazing. So, John, tell me about what you thought about John
Oh
going
my
into.
god, a human emerged.
Oh my god!
What you thought about John going into Legends?
So I knew we were gonna mix some things up, and mechanically for John, for the sake of letting me use my scimitar a little bit more, leaning into that, doing some cool costume upgrades. But I had an inkling of some of the things that were going to happen based off of some adjustments that David and I have talked about. Some themes that had been discussed when we were going to do a season 2 of Prophecy. So I had like a couple, everything was still a surprise, but there were still a couple threads that I was like, okay, I see where this original idea came from and how it evolved into the final product, which was here.
Yeah.
But
that was your focus wanted to be melee, so I think I wanted to realize that for you, but your spells are so strong, right?
Yeah.
We had to find a balance there, and that was giving
Yeah.
you the favorites, and with the extra attack and everything, and
yeah. But I mean, just in terms of the visceral reaction of living
yeah.
through that, her dying in front of me,
Yeah,
me
that's it.
dying, basically having a 10th level spell cast on me.
yeah. So now everybody's magic.
I just didn't expect, right? Because we're thinking, we're the war versus Tiamat. I never expected to see her. Episode 1, like I just was like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna see her till the end, right? The big bad at the end.
Yeah.
Like to make it so personal so quickly.
Like that's actually what really struck me because I immediately knew it was Archon, like immediately knew like who Kronos was, like I knew that and Dristan showed up too, but that's what shook me I think the most. That
Yeah.
you brought in
The
big bad as a immediately interacting with player characters.
Yeah.
in
It's
the
a
first
tangible-
episode.
Yeah,
Literally
Yeah,
the first
right.
story arc of the first episode.
Yeah.
The first like 10 minutes.
Such a flex.
I didn't
Yeah.
want. Thank you. I didn't want Tiamat to just be like some BBG that's at the end, right? Like a video game, you're just going through and the end boss, and that's it. I wanted Tiamat to be a realized threat in front of you.
Yeah.
If you realize what Tiamat was about, whether or not you would have decided to help Tiamat, whatever you decided to do, Tiamat is like exceptionally powerful.
Yeah,
If you don't go
of
on
course.
this
Yeah,
quest,
yeah,
Tiamat will
yeah.
destroy the universe.
And that was and I love that too because that's that's one of the things that makes Curse of Strahd so good is that it is like Strahd is the big bad, but you interact with Strahd throughout
true.
the entire adventure. And so I love that you're doing that because making Tiamat this very tangible, very because
Yeah.
in any other interaction, I never would have treated even an elder dragon the way that I spoke to Tiamat.
Yeah, that was your interactions were incredible, and eventually, you were going against her, right? And you were really using all your power and your might to do that. But then at some point, you knew there was just nothing, and you kind of faltered. Or John faltered.
And I think that was really fun because
Yeah, it was really
because
very authentic.
seeing and also having her appear in her human form essentially first. I think it made it gave me the permission to push the boundaries of what I could do in that interaction, despite knowing better.
I mean,
That's
killed
what
us
I
both.
thought
she could have just
was
blinked
too.
and
Yeah.
killed.
That's the thing. She could have killed us both like immediately. And
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The only reason she let you live even was because she was going to see if she could recruit John, as she mentioned.
Exactly.
Because John is a dragon. John, in her world, has a right to live.
yes.
So, but,
I loved it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm so invested in this already.
I have
I'm-
full goosebumps the whole time.
Yeah, it was very emotional.
So, Amalia, your time in Celestia. Tell me about that. You expecting Zariel? Were you expecting Lulu?
I was
No,
expecting
I was expecting Akadi the whole time actually.
Okay.
So I thought Zariel was also a great callback to Avernus. If you've seen that campaign that we did.
Green Guards.
Excellent
Maybe,
campaign.
Which is excellent.
Considering the
What?
Said maybe making another appearance.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
considering the beer flu had us doing that off of the internet.
Oh yeah, we did the Zoom.
It
We
was
was on
still an
Zoom.
epic
So
campaign.
yeah, it was an epic. So seeing that character was really, in that sense, as a person, was really like, cool to see what happened to Zariel after our characters, different characters, Navernus,
Yeah.
left her, right?
I
Redeemed her.
Yeah, on a pause on that, what did you all think about Zariel? Like,
I call back the minute that you talked about the Holly fan. I
Oh,
knew
yeah.
it was her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Sovereignty is the one who.
So Morgan's
Redeemed her.
character in that campaign really had a very clear
I
arc.
chose a Zerial variant tiefling because of the strength boost, and then I didn't realize that Zerial was in that campaign.
Yeah,
So our DM lovingly crafted a storyline
Yeah.
in which we ended up being a lot tighter.
Yeah,
so.
but you and what did you do at the end with Zariel?
Yeah, we cut the ties to Ernest and allowed her to the option to be redeemed.
Yeah, you're redeemed. Yeah, which is what you're saying here.
Best ending.
Yeah.
So seeing
The
her
best
redeemed-
said, yeah, it's a true ending. Yeah.
But like seeing her
Exactly.
redeem, right? Because we didn't really experience that, so that was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
But also, I think
Is there any world where you ever would have chosen to stay? Like just say
no, because I think Amalia has. Okay, it really makes me think. This is very dumb, but this connection makes a lot of sense. So in terms of like how in like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang could not let Katara go, and he really struggled with that. It's the same thing. Amalia would be, the priestess on high for Akkadi, but she can't fully do that because of her love of John.
Oh, that's
She will always be tethered to the material world, right, quote unquote, because of her love for John and for Willa, right? So I think that if she hadn't met John, then she, and had died before she intended to or hoped to or whatever of a long life, I think then she would have stayed. I think
Like, yeah, that's my next call.
yeah, this is my
Oh,
next
next calling,
calling to
yeah,
protect
okay.
people, right, in Faerun.
So
Right?
you made.
But I
think-
don't. But I don't think there was any possibility, which is why I said I don't think there's really a choice. Because
Yeah.
And I was picking up some of what you were laying down there. I
What?
don't know if anybody else did, but
Which part of it?
I don't even know if I want to say anything.
No, I think I know what you're talking about too.
I have two theories.
The Celestia part?
Yes, I have two theories
About her
what,
having to.
about what you were implying about her and Akkadi. That's all I will say.
Ah, very
Two
good.
theories.
Very
Yes,
interesting
I
catch.
also-
Very
we
good.
have yet another child of a god.
Very interesting catch. Okay.
I am the richest.
I have two theories.
Yeah.
Well,
so yes, so I thought it was yeah.
There was
I think
I
that-
will have to yeah, because John doesn't know technically what happened.
Yes,
So.
you don't know. You don't know what happened. You don't know why you're alive. You are being held together like glue, basically. And the glue is
Which
your,
is such a
your
great
wife.
image. Which is such great imagery. I love it.
Yeah, at any moment, your soul, your body, you'd just be dead. So,
Well, and you haven't said anything about the deal you made either.
what deal?
Well, because after
The fact
the war,
that she has to return.
I have to
Oh,
return.
you do have a turn. Yes, yes.
I
You
need
just said you were
my
there.
swims to the
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh,
We'll,
sorry,
no.
please keep talking.
we'll
Please
move
keep talking.
on to the next one.
Yeah, no, I was like, we'll move.
I
Yeah,
have to go.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
And then what you and then with the Willa stuff that really affected you, which was is that good? Okay. Well, how did you feel with Willa being taken?
I don't know, father to be. How would you feel? Huh?
Ready to go on a branch, ready to take down Tiamat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly.
okay. Well, good.
So,
There's that
The
drive.
mom energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. So, okay. And John, of course, is our second subclass now with a lot of caveats for spellcasting. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Enialis and Razwar. You knew you were going to be on a battlefield.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Where else would I be?
All right. And then we'll start with you, Enialis. You rolled the highest initiative.
Yeah.
First, tell me about you and
I rolled
Taki.
a
And
whole
then,
one.
what?
I rolled a whole one.
That was a 1 and you beat him?
I have a 9 plus
Okay,
now.
fantastic.
I have no pluses.
Okay, so first, tell me about your relationship with Taki.
yeah. What?
Can I reveal what's happened the last 6 months?
No, wait. Or, no, we're doing that.
I think it's section 0. No, just tell me, like,
Okay.
writ large, like, how do you feel, like, what's the situation with Taki?
We're engaged.
We're engaged. Okay, yeah, good. Okay. And how did you feel when you knew you had to go up to fight these 2 ancient dragons, which obviously you're completely outmatched? I mean, you saw it took all of you to barely fight 1 ancient dragon.
Yeah. I knew this was going to be a losing battle. I had kind of thought maybe we could go up there, take some pot shots, and then run and kind of distract them and drag them away from the battlefield.
Interesting. Yeah.
That was kind of my thought initially, but they
Okay.
closed in so rapidly and got on us so hard that I was like, well, budge.
And maybe you'll see those 2 dragons come up at some point later.
I'm sure we will.
I really hope so,
Well, now you know what,
because
now they know
they
what you
need
look
help.
like. Yeah.
What do you think is up with Taki? Kronos told you she was doing fine.
Yeah.
You take his word.
I mean,
I don't know.
it's the word of a
There
god.
is any reason not to.
He didn't seem like the one to fib or, just tell me something to make me feel better.
His time doesn't lie. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I kind of just assumed he's
Ooh,
telling me the
right.
truth, and as long as I have that truth in mind, I can put away the worry.
Mhm.
Like, I am worried, but I know as long as she's okay, then that's like, okay, set that aside and focus on what's in front of me.
Yeah. Anyways, I have to
Which
say,
is the ground rushing up at me.
Eric, I have to say your roleplay was, tremendous.
the
Really
fact that
good.
you didn't take even a second to think about.
Yeah.
That was really
Wow.
I was touched. I was like, oh, if Faerun was there, she would have like broken down into little molten tears.
Yeah, because that's true. When Kronos asked, to reverse
Little
what
ice cubes now, right?
Yeah, to reverse the what happened with you changed the time conduit. I know. Yeah, immediately I was really taken. I mean, I had some ideas of what how those could diverge, but yeah, that's
There's no choice.
okay.
For any of us, like, family's very important. There's very laissez-faire feeling a lot of the time with him, because, the way his family is, Dad's off doing his adventuring stuff all the time. I've been off adventuring for years and years at a time, but that still is, like, the most important thing.
And now
like,
it's more tangible.
Yeah, because I know I've saved a sister I didn't know I needed to save at the time. I've picked up a new niece. Like, I've got a lot of
Nice.
important things. Plus, I now have kind of an extended family.
But you only have 1 year to live.
But I figure I can make a lot of good out of that year. And
Yeah, he's so optimistic.
I mean, it was going to happen eventually anyway. At least now I know when.
And your speech at the council, by the way, was awesome. You're like rallying everybody. Okay. Okay. And then just real quick, what did you think about when you were falling?
I basically immediately went, I don't have any way out of this. I don't have Taki. I'm just kind of... I'm screwed. Unless something happens that I'm not expecting, and I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna
I guess I'll
be me
die.
till the end.
Yeah, I guess all nice.
Yes,
Guess I'll
exactly.
die.
I'll just be me to the end and just falling through the sky and smoking.
Scotty.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay,
So,
great.
yeah.
My first thought on that was that's a lot of D6s.
That's a lot of bludgeoning damage. A lot of bludgeoning damage. No, it's death automatically. All right, Razmor, we'll get to you now. And you entered the combat. You remember Nefarious, I assume, from when you and Morgan did the one shot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed his appearance and then was dismayed at his leaving.
Somebody else there too.
Yeah, that's true. How'd you feel like when you were charging through and killing all those, and really taking your army to victory? How did you feel about that?
It was starting off. It felt really good.
You were awesome.
It's
yeah, it was so
all right,
cool.
I'm finally getting to do what Razor was born
Yeah.
to do. And then I got swatted like a fly.
Yeah, Baylor is the challenge rating exceptionally high. Baylor will need to be taken care of at some point. He's looking at you, kids.
Okay.
So yeah, okay.
Only when I don't have fire anymore.
We'll get to
You
that.
got 2 cool swords.
All right, Razor, did you know it was Archon?
Cough them up. Get a hairball.
I did. I'll just say the truth. I did not know it was Archon until you said prosthetic arm.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
You said it was a dragonborn with the axe. That was clues,
yeah,
and I should have known.
yeah.
But
No, it's fine.
I was too focused on that's the enemy commander. I gotta kill it.
Fair enough. Yeah, and of course, Archon lost his arm. Anatoly chopped it off and descended to Avernus. And then Judgment
Judgment.
took it to Celestia, right, to be sealed away. However, it's not just the hand of Vecna. There's another piece of Vecna
Floating around.
floating around.
Where could it be?
Somebody's skull.
And Archon, so very generously, gave you the Eye of Vecna. Tell me how you feel about that.
He gives the worst present.
Welcome to the I'm being controlled by a cursed object that's going to slowly drive me mad club.
That's very true.
Are there any benefits to the club?
No. It's a lot of pain and wishing for death.
Oh,
Fair enough. Okay, and you all knew it was Archon?
Oh, I knew immediately.
Eric?
No, I didn't catch on immediately, but once the interaction actually happened, I'm
But
like,
he played
oh,
like the metal,
no.
like
I played the
rock
metal
and roll.
music,
Yeah.
which Joe Manganiello loves, yeah. And you do that sort of as a in homage. Did
It
you?
took me a second.
Oh, okay. Until I said Archon, or?
No.
Morgan's like,
Right around the time you figured it out was right around the time I figured it
Because
out.
they've already fought Archon twice. No, they met Archon once,
no, we
and you fought him in the...
Somebody did a really bad ruse.
Oh, that's true. I'm your daughter! Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I had to get him
Remember?
out of there.
I was related to him, and it was very dumb.
But I clicked it anyway.
No, it was
Great.
really funny.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I forgot he had, like, true sight.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I was like,
So you decided to sing him a song.
I did. I
So,
very cute.
speaking of which, you now have true sight other abilities from the Eye of Vecna. You want to tell the audience what you are going to do or not going to do with the Eye of Vecna?
The Eye of Vecna is another god, and I am Tempest only. So the Eye of Vecna is not being touched. I will not use any of its activated powers, and I will fight it every inch of the way. And in the end, I might have to rip it out myself.
Of course, if you rip it out or in any way take it out of you, you die. Like, that's it. You're done. Your character is done. So, all right. But it's better than being taken over Vecna, correct? Is that,
Yep.
Okay, very interesting. What else happened to you after the... No, that's it. Any other thoughts on your two little escapade?
I'm not necessarily going to reveal anything to anyone.
Yeah, I was like, we
What
don't
do you mean
know.
about what?
We don't know these things.
I mean, I don't look any worse for the wearer.
Oh, that's
I picked up a
true.
nifty shield. Other than that,
Oh.
nothing special happened as far as anyone else is concerned.
That's right. No one knows that you are on a timer. Okay, and people know you have. No, I don't think they know you have the Eye of Vecna. But
You say it's glowing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not to
it's
mention
on-
they
You know
both
what
were like,
weird
"Oh,
about
you
it
hurt to look at."
Yeah, he was. I mean, it's hard to look at me, and it's hard to look at him.
that's true. Yeah.
I'm debating
I
whether
don't
or
know. I
not to
think
get an
you're
eye
fine to
patch
look at.
now.
He's
Holy
kind
shit!
of,
Interesting. You'll be able to see it all though. You'll be. Okay. All right.
Wait.
Well.
I've
Does that
got
give
a
him the
really
power
cool
to see
eye
dingoes
patch
without
from Prophecy.
eating this goop?
Like-
Yeah. True vision and X-ray vision now.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
so you can see the dingoes all the time now.
Yeah. You
Pretty
can.
helpful.
Dingoes.
Dingoes,
Fun,
man. Okay. Now, we started episode 2 with Vahera and Basil. Now, I think it was a little bit lighter at first,
Yes.
right? Just to, I
We're all
wanted,
like, man, they're having such an easy time.
I wanted to cut attention a little bit.
I was like, the whole time I was like, oh my god, this is where I die, this is where I die, this is where I die.
I wanted to cut attention a little bit because I thought it, it can be pretty heavy. So it was just a typical, you're a rogue. So I figured I'd put you some trials and traps
yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Typical kind of easy done.
It's been a while since I've done some of that stuff.
Exactly,
so,
yeah.
And then
That's
Basil just smashes through the traps and
Which was fantastic.
Yeah.
I
I
think
knew, but I didn't know. I knew it was a trap. I was like, this can't be this easy. There's no way this can be
Sure.
this easy.
Yeah.
I thought the Grand Sultan's hilarious.
That's not
Yeah, he's a bit of a-
expecting it all for you to do.
No, he's a bit of a twerp, but the idea was that
No, I think it's fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's
that he's
fantastic.
not really the
Let me be
rightful
clear.
heir for this, and he's kind of remember what you said at the end? He was a twerp, he was something like that. Like,
Caecilius
you're
was
on-
supposed to be.
I was like, that's what Caecilius said, and I
Oh.
ripped his heart out of his chest.
you did
Yeah.
catch that. What is that, Eric? Say that again.
that Caecilius was supposed to be ruling, and this
Yeah.
guy's just the one who took over because we kind of dealt with Caecilius.
How do you feel about that? Because your dad was supposed to be the ruler of City Raz.
I think that's probably not in the forefront of her mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but the more that she thinks about it, I think that's she's really gonna have. I think over the course of the season, Vahera is really gonna have to come to terms with her feelings and thoughts on Ifrits, period. Because she hates them and has spent her entire life hating them and hunting them down.
That's true, yeah.
And so I think for Vahera, the idea that I had that I kind of approached you with is that, and I said it in our little one shot where I said thieves don't survive wars, and I believe that. And so I think for Vahera, she's like, I've been a thief, I've been hiding in the shadows my entire life, but that's not gonna get me through this war. That's just gonna get me killed.
Yeah.
Now I could get killed anyway, but I think for her, it's about being more and having to expand her own biases and go like, you were told to rule, you were told to make change, and in order to make change, you have to change the way you think about these people.
Interesting. Very deep. So you almost got it, but of course, taking the city of Brass and its huge army will be probably pretty important to your war efforts. But
Largest army in all of Faerun.
yeah, so you'll probably need that at some point. You'll have to take that in stride. So, all right, Basil, you had a bit of a different take on what happened in the city of Brass. So you have no real tangible connection to the city of Brass itself, but you were helping.
Yeah.
All right, and you previously in last season you got the giant powers, and now you have something else.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
My primal form.
Yeah, it's your primal form.
Epic snake boy.
General thoughts.
General thoughts.
I think the
Well,
first part of what you just
ley lines,
said is
yeah.
important.
What?
Epic snake boy? Or becoming more?
No, just a snake. Just a snake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Snake.
Yes. Give me your overall thoughts on it.
Yeah, I love the ley lines.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite magic tropes in general.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you saw him before. Remember, we only could see him in the city.
Yeah,
and I
right.
Think,
When we met in
yeah.
Yellowstead.
So that was it's still with you.
Cool. Okay. I love to have mysterious powers.
I know you love that stuff. That's why I gave it to you. Really.
I love to stress out my characters.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So the one thing that I had talked to you about for like going into Legends was that I'm gonna have him take this role of the Rune Knight and all the responsibilities that were thrust upon him in the last season that we kind of glossed over because action all the time. And now he's gonna have to come to terms with that and what all that means.
Okay.
And,
Now I think you have more responsibility than just the giants.
yeah.
I don't know if did you remember what
The
the
whole world serpent thing.
Ouroboros said. It was.
No, I was sort of blacked out like the whole time we were playing.
Oh really? Oh, for real?
Ancestor.
Aha. There.
Yes, yep.
Yes.
Has to do with my lineage and
Yes.
carrying them with me. So yeah, no pressure, right?
No pressure. Just the whole world and all your ancestors.
I was petrified that I was going to get you killed. I didn't care if I got myself killed, but I was petrified I was going to get you killed.
Yeah. So when how did you feel when Bahara was being encased in ice and dying?
I think that that's gonna start a theme of some riskier decisions to keep my friends safe. Perhaps.
I love your choice of just trying to break the barrier down. I wasn't expecting that, but that was probably.
Oh really? Wait. Yeah, what were you expecting?
I'm not sure. Maybe something artificial, something. I have no idea.
okay.
I didn't really plan for anything really.
Yeah.
other
Well,
than-
panic
But I thought that
kid
was a
stuff.
cool way to be like, I need to just break in here and protect my friend because I know you're going for the protection route, right?
Right. Well, and I tried to use the ingot of the Scoldron so I could take the damage. My original plan was I was gonna down that health potion because I was only at 16 hit points.
Oh, okay.
And then I was gonna try and take the damage for her,
Right.
but it didn't go through.
It's a fourth
so,
barrier.
Yeah.
There's nothing goes through. Okay. Now, how do you feel about what do you think about those powers?
That's sweet. I love to heal. I love to heal and I love to crit, and I never do that.
When we talked and you said, I want to be able to heal my friends
Yeah.
and protect them.
Yeah.
I said, what better way to heal people than to punch them?
I do think I want to see you lean into that where you just smack the shit out.
Or just a good smack in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Like, wake up,
Yeah.
Funny.
So when we
So
think about that
funny.
was actually the one time when a couple times you were mind control. Remember you were hitting
Yeah.
John the whole time?
yeah.
So I was like, why did you get John but heal him?
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. So okay. And then you know how the maximum hit point thing was? I clear on that? So what's your max hit points right now?
97.
So basically, whenever you transform, you get 97 hit points
Of temp.
of temporary hit points, no matter
That's
where you're at.
sweet.
Yeah. Can you?
So
I'm sorry.
basically
Can you walk me through
200 hit points,
the?
So basically barbarian.
But-
Basically you take half.
But Baz already has that because he has the Hill Giant rune. He can only take half damage.
I actually didn't take that one.
What?
I actually didn't take that one.
Okay, well,
I
then
took
you
a
don't need any more.
different one.
Yeah.
So I could influence. I took the Storm Rune so I could influence rolls.
So we'll talk more about that. And when you said, anybody hear what Basil said about protecting Vahara, or he would do anything, or what was it?
You would die.
You would die.
You would
Yeah,
die.
die to
I
protect.
was like, that's so good.
Did you mean that just for Vahara or everybody, or do you know what to say?
I would probably have said that for anybody in this party.
Okay,
Aw.
very beautiful.
But I
Okay.
do think that we've set up a very nice bond and friendship with Vahara and Basil, and
Yeah, we're bros.
It took
Because Basil was the only person who was willing to give Vahara the time and space to figure out her shit.
What
so
do you mean you didn't
I
want
just gave
hovering?
hats.
Hovering
Molly.
helicopter
yeah.
mode?
Helicopter mode. Tell me about
I love you, but no.
how long did it take you to catch on to the 3 words?
as long as you saw it going spinning.
No idea.
Well, I seriously thought
I
the three
knew
words
instantly.
was sticks to snake.
What?
I should have been. I really was like 3 words. Oh, sticks to snakes.
I should have manifested that.
I really thought it was sticks to
I
snakes.
knew as soon as you said the magic word.
Yes!
Oh.
to say.
Yes, Kenny! Yes!
Six snakes. If I looked at
Yes.
The look on your face was so
Yeah.
different to say it. I knew what it was.
Damn it! That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I am Seal. And you said it with a lot of emotion that time. It was really good.
Oh,
Really good,
yay.
Morgan. Okay, great.
Thanks
Fair,
for
so you
saying
saw the idiot who's ruling this. The city,
Mascara.
yeah.
Oh,
no.
no,
The
that's
city of brass. And what were your thoughts when you were trapped in this force bubble in the ice?
I
You
was
did,
like,
you did a really good thing, by the way, trying to stop it.
yeah.
So it stopped you from taking hit points as fast and gave Basil more time.
The only I was about to expend the last two charges on my rain to cast Fireball, but it probably would have just cooked me. Well, no, it's Fireball. I don't take fire damage, so
Yeah, you're going to take more and more damage. It's possible it would
yeah.
have.
So I was thinking of doing that, but I ran out of time. So I think when I was frozen, I was just like, I'm either going to get out of this or I'm not, because I can't think of any other way out of this.
So something's changed in your physiology, I'm not going to say, but you have no access to fire magic. Anything related to fire you'll not be able to use, including your ring.
What about my hair?
Your hair is still a light.
Okay, cool.
It's all
I would love to not have to do a bald cap.
The trickster.
Mascara?
Okay, Mascaran is the god of thieves.
Who she saw when she was slain the first time.
No. No, I have a very long history
No,
with
we haven't
Mascaran.
seen this
You've
character.
not seen this
You've
character.
never met this character.
You have?
No.
No.
I know we've never.
No,
seen
you've
this
never
character.
met them. But I have a very, very long history with this character.
Okay, so secrets.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Secrets.
now,
I was shocked
Mas-
what they
Mascaran?
told me.
are you serious?
I was shocked. I had no idea that was coming. The cost.
Secret?
I have
Secret
thoughts
whisper.
on that.
I have
The secret-
thoughts on
like
that.
when you turn to the camera, like
You
so
look
shocked.
shocked.
Oh, wait, you looked, I didn't see it.
Oh my
Damn
God,
it.
no.
I was like,
Yeah,
No.
I like.
Anything but that.
I literally said, "Oh shit!"
Are you serious?
Like,
Yeah. Stop.
Wait,
Okay, my
you were not expecting that?
no, I was not expecting that.
Okay, you have to honor the pact.
I
you
have to find someone.
Okay,
to
my
honor the pact.
theory, my
think about
fan
it.
theory is that you have to kill someone you love.
Why would you assume that?
just because she wants to kill people.
Why
she
would
loves.
you assume the correct answer?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna put my guesses out there
Okay, fine.
because I don't.
Leave your guess in the
Yeah,
comments
leave your guess in the
down below.
comment.
Yeah.
What do you think Mascaran told Vahera to do?
Yeah.
I mean,
Something dirty. Sorry, anyways.
could.
Oh,
No, I have
I want to hear
Theories. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I
have
what
a
would you say?
theory.
I want to hear theories.
You want to hear theories?
I
Talk
think-
about
I
it
think
off
it's-
camera.
I also love the way Mascaran and I interact.
Have you noticed what that relationship is like?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. So.
I am very for that. I think that's fantastic.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's. What did you think about her thoughts? Like, what do you think? How they went and approached you, and their kind of reluctance to tell you these things. What did you feel about all that?
Oh, I think that there's obviously something there. And I think because of what happened when I would have first met them, it makes sense. I think when I first met them, it would have been Vahera was very desperate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this person saw someone who was hurting and desperate and wanted to help. I think they legitimately wanted to help me, and I would have accepted any help at the time.
Yeah, I think.
And
that's-
so I think that was the only entity that was willing to help Vahera in that time period. And I think they have bonded over that. Like, you were the only person who was willing to help me, and you have never left me since.
I have theories.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Mascaran.
Mascaran.
I know. Yes. Okay.
we know nothing.
I don't know anything, so I'm anyway.
So
Okay.
I'm all for that. I think that's fantastic.
Okay, beautiful. I'm glad you like that.
I also think Vahera trusts so few people that it's nice to see someone else that she trusts.
Fair enough. Despite everything, like
Everything.
the fact that
Because I think Vahera understands that everything comes at a cost. Everything in her life has always come at a cost. And why would this be any different?
yeah, true. And your powers, we can talk more about them. There's two swords.
Mm-hmm.
They have magical powers as well. Let you cast, I think, like darkness and pass without trace, a few other things. I forgot to mention that.
Are they like sword arms? Do they like?
No, not sword arms. But you can, I failed the message too, where you can, and next time you see me in combat, you pull the swords out from your chest and from your stomach.
Oh!
Nice.
Yeah, so,
And then do I sheathe them within my...
absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you bleed profusely every time?
No.
Okay.
And
Really cool.
yeah, so they're really, really disgustingly strong. You have no problem sneak attacking and hitting with these.
Sweet.
With these
Right
babies,
back
so.
to the brass city.
There we go.
Yeah, so I will be honest, she genuinely wanted to help you. So
Oh, and I believed that
okay,
too.
okay, all right. Well, and
And I love that they can talk.
Yeah, interesting thing that you said. Let me see if I can recall it.
I mean, I picked up what they said when they said what did they say? Something like I don't want like
No, that. But you also said, why can't you? Why do you have to do this? Like, why do you have to make me do this?
Yeah.
And you got no response.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
I feel like this is just a cryptex. So like I'm just like trying to Rubik's Cube over here.
Because they gave you no right answer. They gave you no answer.
I'm assuming it's not in their power. That the answer is not in their power because they don't know it. I think they don't even know why.
We'll see. All right. What's missing then?
Or I just had a light bulb, but I don't think I should say it out loud.
Okay, fair enough.
Say
Okay, last thoughts. You were all in the castle. It was a really beautiful reunion. I was just floored when I said, like, oh, I loved you all. I mean, if I could have thought as a kid playing D&D that I would even play D like this, oh my god.
All we were doing back then was dying to kobolds.
Yeah, that's true. But this is what I imagined D&D to be like, and I hope you are enjoying it, viewers. So
This has been a long road for some of us, so it's
Yeah.
been extremely
I
rewarding
commute
to
2
get
hours
to this
to be
point.
here. 'cause
that's
I don't
also
live
that
here.
physically.
Yeah.
Okay, final
And I'm
thoughts.
so thrilled every
Final
time I get
thoughts?
to.
I want to hear
my
the
favorite
GM's thought process on making a like 8-foot tall lion guy and then giving him that voice.
Here's the thing. I was doing. I wanted to. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it was so
like to break that dichotomy. It was. So what's his in Thundercats? The
Snarf.
God,
it's Snarf. Yeah,
Snarf.
I was thinking of Snarf, but imagine if Snarf was like a giant Catman.
If Snarf was Lino,
His Snarf was what?
if Snarf was Lino,
Sure. No. But yeah,
But even
yeah,
bigger?
exactly, something like that. That's my thought on that. And again, just not like comic relief, but at least a little bit of
Break the tension.
yeah, break the tension. So
we definitely needed tension being broken at that
Yeah.
point. Like
yeah.
this was an intense couple of episodes.
Yeah, I think I think it'll taper out though. At this point, once you all get on your course, it's going to be a little more typical epic adventure. I don't want to say typical, but we'll be back to I think like Frostfire levels.
We've
of-
already been plummeted to the bottom. Now we get to work our way back.
yeah.
Well, I'm interested to hear what everybody did on the. I don't think we've not really all discussed what we did on the 6-month, like in between
That's true.
Crossfire
Which
and
you will
Legend.
see in another
Yeah,
We
we're
haven't
gonna
really had
do a
chance to
session
that
0.
before.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
Oh yeah.
A lot happened.
Okay, last thoughts or questions about your powers or about things going forward?
Give me my baby back.
Can you maybe back to you, man?
Baby back here.
I am now the only person in the party who can tell time.
Oh my god.
What is this magical
Feels like
contraption?
sundial.
It is the greatest curse he could possibly give you.
Honestly, yeah. Okay,
Alright.
cool.
Yeah, I
We
think
love you all. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
watching.
Amazing.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Epic.
Really
Absolute blast.
All right.
Thank you to Becca.
Sound of fury. All right. Well, thank you for watching this after talk. This,
And also thank you to Digital Castaway for our brand new intro, which is epic. So yes, thank you to
As
all of
well
our friends
as Nick Martin, who will
Heck
be
yeah!
helping out
with our intro.
yes,
That's
with
true.
our other intros.
It's gonna be amazing.
Check us out on TikTok. We post new content every week.
Ah yeah.
Part.
Yeah, don't forget see us on the internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome.
A lot of fun.
to the internet.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I love you all.
It's bedtime.
It's
Ready?
bedtime.
Okay. See you next time.
Bye.